Have you ever felt overwhelmed by fear and self-doubt? Are you tired of feeling like you're at the mercy of circumstances and emotions? What if I told you there's a way to become bulletproof and fearless? A way to build unshakable confidence and resilience in the face of adversity? In this video, we are going to explore how you can transform your mindset and take control of your life. This isn't just about motivation. It's about learning the tools, the strategies, and the mental frameworks that will make you unstoppable. By the end of this video, you will learn how to break free from the shackles of fear and embrace the power within you to face any challenge with courage and confidence. You will learn how to become bulletproof and fearless. So sit back, listen closely, and let's begin this journey toward your personal transformation. Part 1. The root of fear. Fear, it's a powerful emotion, one that has a way of sneaking up on us and paralyzing us when we least expect it. But to truly become fearless, you first need to understand what fear is and where it comes from. Fear is a survival mechanism. It's hardwired into our brains to protect us from danger. In the past, it was a vital tool for keeping humans alive in a world full of predators and threats. However, in today's modern world, fear often works against us. It shows up in situations where there is no real danger, creating anxiety and stress over things like failure, rejection, or judgment. To become fearless, you have to realize that most fears are illusions. They are projections of a future that hasn't happened yet, scenarios that your mind creates based on past experiences or societal conditioning. Fear is not a reflection of your true potential. It is a mental construct designed to keep you in your comfort zone. Ask yourself, how many times have you imagined the worst-case scenario in a situation only to realize that the reality was nowhere near as bad? How often has fear kept you from achieving something you truly wanted? Recognizing fear as a mental construct is the first step in becoming bulletproof. Part 2. Recognizing your limiting beliefs. The first step to overcoming fear is to identify your limiting beliefs. These are the internal narratives that keep you stuck in a cycle of doubt and hesitation. They sound like this: I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. What if I fail? These thoughts aren't reality. They are just stories you've told yourself, perhaps based on past experiences or external influences. It's important to challenge these beliefs and recognize them for what they are: mental roadblocks. Every time you catch yourself thinking a limiting thought, pause and ask yourself, is this really true? Or is this just a story I've been telling myself for too long? When you begin to dismantle these beliefs, you'll start to see that the fear they create is not real. You'll discover that you're more capable and resilient than you ever imagined. Take a moment to reflect on your past. Think about moments where you believed something wasn't possible. Did those beliefs hold you back? Did they prevent you from achieving more? What if you had ignored those limiting beliefs and pushed forward anyway? Once you recognize that your limiting beliefs are just barriers you've built, you can start to tear them down and rebuild your mindset on a foundation of possibility and courage. Part 3. Developing a resilient mindset. To become bulletproof, you need to build mental resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going even when things get tough. It's about viewing failure not as the end, but as a stepping stone to success. Resilient people understand that life is full of challenges. They don't shy away from them. Instead, they embrace them. They know that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Here's how you can develop a resilient mindset. Embrace failure as feedback. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every time you fail, you learn something new. Instead of being afraid of failure, see it as a valuable teacher. Practice gratitude. Focus on what you have rather than what you lack. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, making you feel more empowered and less fearful. Cultivate self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when things go wrong. Instead of beating yourself up, treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend. Stay adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is key to becoming fearless. Instead of resisting change, learn to go with the flow and adjust your approach as needed. Think about resilience like a muscle. Every time you face adversity, you're working that muscle, strengthening it bit by bit. The more you practice resilience, the more capable you become of handling any challenge life throws your way. Part 4. Taking action in spite of fear. Fear will never fully go away. Even the most fearless people experience fear from time to time. The difference is that they don't let fear stop them. They take action despite it. This is where courage comes into play. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to move forward even when you're scared. The more you face your fears head-on, the less power they have over you. Start small. Take one step towards something that scares you, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, applying for a new job, or trying something new. Each time you take action in the face of fear, you build confidence. You prove to yourself that fear doesn't control you. Fear thrives on inaction. The longer you wait, the bigger your fears become. But when you take action, fear starts to diminish. As you continue to confront fear, you will notice that your courage grows with each step. You will begin to trust yourself, and fear will lose its grip on your life. Part 5. Building unwavering self-confidence. Confidence is one of the most important components of becoming bulletproof. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you build over time through consistent action and self-belief. Here are a few ways to build unshakable confidence. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait for big achievements to feel confident. Celebrate every small step you take toward your goals. Each win, no matter how small, builds momentum and reinforces your self-belief. Visualize success. Spend time visualizing yourself succeeding. Imagine how it will feel when you achieve your goals. This mental rehearsal trains your brain to expect success rather than fear failure. Affirmations. Use positive affirmations to rewire your brain. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am capable of overcoming any challenge." Repeat affirmations daily to replace negative self-talk with empowering beliefs. Surround yourself with positivity. The people you surround yourself with have a big impact on your confidence. Make sure you're surrounded by those who lift you up and support your growth, not those who feed your doubts. And when you build confidence, it doesn't mean you'll never face doubt again. It means that when doubt comes, you know how to counter it. Confidence is about trusting in your ability to figure things out, no matter how tough the road ahead may seem. Part 6. Mastering your emotions. To be truly fearless, you need to master your emotions. Fear often arises when we feel out of control or overwhelmed by our emotions. Learning how to manage your emotions is key to staying calm and focused in difficult situations. Here are a few techniques for mastering your emotions: mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness helps you become aware of your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. It allows you to observe your fears from a distance rather than letting them consume you. Meditation is a great tool for cultivating this awareness. Breath control. When fear strikes, your breath becomes shallow, which increases anxiety. Practice deep, controlled breathing to calm your nervous system and regain control. Emotional detachment. Learn to detach from the outcome. Fear often stems from the desire to control everything. When you let go of the need for a specific outcome, you free yourself from fear's grip. Self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your emotional triggers. What situations tend to make you feel afraid or anxious? By becoming more aware of these triggers, you can prepare yourself to respond with calm and clarity. Managing your emotions is a lifelong practice. You'll find that the more you cultivate emotional awareness, the easier it becomes to stay centered even in the midst of chaos. Part 7. Embracing the unknown. One of the biggest sources of fear is the unknown. The future is uncertain, and that uncertainty can be terrifying. However, becoming bulletproof means learning to embrace the unknown with confidence. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it by cultivating flexibility and resourcefulness. When you trust in your ability to adapt, you become less afraid of what's to come. Every new challenge is an opportunity for growth. When you shift your mindset from fearing the unknown to embracing it, you start to see change as a positive force rather than a threat. Part 8. The power of discipline and consistency. To become bulletproof and fearless, you need discipline. Fear thrives in chaos and uncertainty. Discipline, on the other hand, creates structure and control. When you develop disciplined habits, you build a foundation of strength that fear can't easily penetrate. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up for yourself day in and day out, regardless of how difficult or uncomfortable it may be. Consistency in your actions is what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck in fear. Here's why discipline is a powerful tool against fear. It builds self-trust. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you prove to yourself that you can be relied on. This self-trust is the cornerstone of confidence. It creates momentum. Each disciplined action, no matter how small, builds momentum. Over time, this momentum becomes unstoppable. As you take consistent steps toward your goals, fear has less room to thrive. It reduces emotional overwhelm. Discipline allows you to focus on the process rather than getting lost in emotions. When you stay consistent in your habits, you spend less time worrying about the outcome and more time focused on what you can control. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about showing up again and again, regardless of setbacks or failures. This consistency builds resilience and fortifies you against the uncertainties and fears of life. Part 9. Overcoming the fear of failure. The fear of failure is one of the most common fears people face. It holds us back from pursuing our dreams, taking risks, and stepping outside our comfort zones. But to become fearless, you need to redefine what failure means to you. Failure is not the end. It's a necessary part of growth. Every successful person you admire has failed, likely multiple times. The difference is that they didn't let failure define them. They used it as a stepping stone toward success. Here's how you can overcome the fear of failure. Reframe failure as learning. Instead of viewing failure as a personal shortcoming, see it as valuable feedback. What did you learn from the experience? How can you apply those lessons moving forward? Take calculated risks. Fear of failure often stems from the fear of the unknown. When you take calculated risks, you reduce uncertainty and boost your confidence. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable steps to reduce the fear of failing. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Shift your focus away from the end result and concentrate on the process. When you focus on growth and improvement, failure becomes less intimidating. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. The more you embrace failure as a natural step toward achieving your goals, the less you'll fear it. Part 10. Conquering the fear of rejection. Rejection can feel like a personal attack, and it often leads to fear. The fear of rejection prevents us from putting ourselves out there, whether it's in our personal relationships, careers, or creative endeavors. But here's the truth. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply a part of life. No one, not even the most successful people, is immune to rejection. What matters is how you respond to it. Here's how to conquer the fear of rejection. Detach your self-worth from external validation. Your value is not determined by other people's opinions or approval. When you internalize this, rejection loses its power over you. Accept that rejection is part of growth. Every rejection is a step closer to the right opportunity. If you're being rejected, it means you're putting yourself out there, which is a necessary part of growth. View rejection as redirection. Sometimes rejection is the universe's way of redirecting you towards something better. Trust that every no brings you closer to the right yes. By overcoming the fear of rejection, you free yourself to take risks, build new relationships, and pursue opportunities with confidence. Part 11. The power of visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help you become fearless by reprogramming your mind for success. When you consistently visualize yourself overcoming challenges, achieving your goals, and thriving in difficult situations, you build confidence in your ability to succeed. Here's how you can use visualization to overcome fear. Create a clear mental image. Close your eyes and imagine yourself facing your fears head-on. Picture the scenario in vivid detail: what you're wearing, how you're feeling, and the successful outcome you're aiming for. Make the visualization as real as possible. Feel the emotions. Don't just see yourself succeeding. Feel it. Feel the pride, confidence, and strength that comes from overcoming fear. The more emotionally invested you are in the visualization, the more powerful it becomes. Practice regularly. Make visualization a daily habit. Just like any skill, the more you practice, the more effective it becomes. Over time, your brain will start to expect success rather than fear failure. When you consistently visualize success, your mind becomes conditioned to see challenges as opportunities rather than threats. This mental shift will empower you to face fear with courage and determination. Part 12. Building mental toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to stay focused, determined, and resilient in the face of adversity. It's about maintaining your composure when things get tough and pushing through challenges with grit and perseverance. Here's how to build mental toughness. Challenge yourself regularly. Mental toughness is like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you use it. Challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone regularly. Whether it's taking on a new project at work, trying a new hobby, or engaging in difficult conversations, each challenge helps you build mental strength. Stay committed to your goals. Mental toughness requires unwavering commitment. Set clear goals and stay focused on them, even when obstacles arise. When you encounter setbacks, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can improve through effort and learning. When you adopt a growth mindset, challenges become opportunities for growth rather than threats. Practice resilience. Resilience is a key component of mental toughness. When faced with failure or rejection, use it as a chance to learn and grow. Remember, it's not about avoiding hardship, but about bouncing back stronger each time. Mental toughness is what will keep you going when things get tough. It's the ability to endure discomfort, stay focused on your goals, and push through fear with determination. Part 13. Finding your inner strength. Fear often arises when we forget the strength we carry within ourselves. Each of us has an inner reservoir of strength, but too often we forget to tap into it when fear strikes. To become bulletproof, you must learn to connect with your inner strength. This strength comes from your experiences, your values, and your resilience. It's the part of you that has survived every challenge you've faced so far. Here's how to find and harness your inner strength. Reflect on past challenges. Think about difficult situations you've overcome in the past. What strengths did you rely on? How did you manage to persevere? Reflecting on past victories reminds you of the power you have within. Draw strength from your values. Your values are the core of who you are. When you align your actions with your values, you tap into an unshakable source of strength. Identify what matters most to you and use it as a guiding light in moments of fear. Trust yourself. At the end of the day, you are the only one who truly knows what you're capable of. Trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. The more you believe in yourself, the more resilient and fearless you become. Your inner strength is a well of power that can never be depleted. The more you learn to trust in it, the less fear will have a hold on you. Part 14. Embracing uncertainty. Uncertainty is a natural part of life, but it's also one of the biggest sources of fear. We fear the unknown, the uncontrollable, and the unpredictable. But becoming fearless means learning to embrace uncertainty with open arms. Here's how to embrace uncertainty. Accept that control is an illusion. You can't control everything, and that's okay. When you accept this fact, you free yourself from the fear of the unknown. Instead of trying to control every outcome, focus on what you can control: your actions, your mindset, and your responses. Stay flexible. When you stay flexible and adaptable, uncertainty becomes less intimidating. Instead of rigidly sticking to a plan, learn to adjust and pivot when circumstances change. This flexibility will make you more resilient and less fearful of the unknown. Cultivate faith in yourself. Uncertainty becomes less scary when you have faith in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Trust that, no matter what happens, you have the strength and resourcefulness to navigate through it. The more you embrace uncertainty, the more fearless you become. You'll learn that you don't need to have all the answers to move forward. You just need to trust yourself and take action. Part 15, transforming fear into fuel. Finally, to become bulletproof and fearless, you need to learn how to transform fear into fuel. Fear is an energy. When you learn how to channel that energy into action, it becomes a powerful force for growth and achievement. Here's how to transform fear into fuel. Acknowledge your fear. Don't try to ignore or suppress fear. Acknowledge it for what it is, a natural human emotion. When you confront fear head-on, you take away its power. Reframe fear as excitement. Fear and excitement are two sides of the same coin. The next time you feel fear, ask yourself, what if this is just excitement in disguise? Reframing fear as excitement can help you harness that energy in a positive way. Use fear as motivation. Let fear be the reason you take action, not the reason you hold back. Use it as a motivator to push yourself forward, to prove to yourself that you can rise to the challenge. Fear can be a powerful fuel for personal growth and transformation. When you stop running from it and start using it to propel you forward, you'll unlock a new level of strength and fearlessness. Becoming bulletproof and fearless is a journey. It's not about eliminating fear entirely, but learning to face it, embrace it, and rise above it. It's about building resilience, mental toughness, and unwavering self-confidence in the face of life's challenges. If you're ready to take the next step in your journey toward fearlessness, now is the time to act. Don't let fear hold you back any longer. Take action, step outside your comfort zone, and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Start by identifying one fear that has been holding you back and take a small step toward overcoming it. Remember, each step you take in the face of fear builds your strength and courage. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with others who need to hear this message. Together, we can spread the power of fearlessness.